Real plants in an Airbnb, biggest scam in hosting. They look cute for like 2 days, and after that they just die faster than a guest promising you to take out trash. Unless you've got some fancy watering system just taking care of those bad boys, honestly, it's just way too much work. Hi guys, I hope everyone is doing well today. Look, I'm not saying that plants don't work. I know guests see green and suddenly they feel like your place is worth $50 more. But here's the thing, real plants, they turn into a full-time job. You're out there just trimming, misting, watering, and just begging them not to die. And for me, I can't even keep basil alive, so that's out of the question. That's why I'm team fake. Zero maintenance, zero guilt. They look good in pictures and there are no leaves just lying on the ground. And best of all, you can't even kill them no matter how hard you try. And to be fair, the only green I want to care about in my Airbnb are not the plants, but instead the money coming in. Listen, fake plants, they don't need sunlight, water, or any emotional support that other plants need. They don't care if you forgot about them for 3 months. They don't care if you've locked them up down in a basement in a dark place. They will still be there, standing tall, looking green and perfect, just like if they were planted yesterday. Now compare that to real plants. Real plants are like divas. Look, you miss one watering day and suddenly they just collapse, just like if they just got rejected on The Bachelor. Like, oh, you didn't miss me this morning. Guess I'll just shrivel up and die dramatically. Like, relax, you're just a houseplant. You're not Shakespeare. And the worst part is that you cannot trust them with guests. Like, one guest is gonna water the plants like it's the Sahara Desert, and the other guest is just gonna forget about the plants like that one uncle that nobody invites at Christmas. And if you've ever dealt with stuff like this, you are at the right place because I have plenty of host confessions that will save you time, money, and maybe some plants. So who knows? Please don't forget to subscribe as it helps me with the channel. Thanks. Back to the plants. I mean, with fake plants, you have time to care about the things that truly matter. Like making sure your guests are not stealing all the towels in your unit. So reason number 2 why fake plants win is because they just look amazing in pictures. And in Airbnb, photos are literally your whole sales pitch. I like to think that people book with their eyes first, and honestly, if your place isn't popping, you might as well be invisible at that point. Here's the best part. Most people that walk in have a hard time telling the difference between the real plants and the fake plants. To them, they just walk in and just say, oh, you're just thriving with these plants. And you might have just gotten them for like $20 on Amazon. And suddenly those $20 that you've just spent are the hardest working employees that you have at the moment. The funny thing is sometimes you might be doing a walkthrough with the guest and they're there, they're present, and they pass on all these comments and you're not gonna correct them. You see that it's fake, you know that it's fake, but I mean a win is a win, right? Now let's talk about this one. Fake plants actually look better in photos than the real plants. Why do I say this? Real plants, they're super unpredictable. One day they're green, they're looking perfect and popping. The next day they're just dropping their leaves like if it's confetti on New Year's Eve. You don't know what to expect. And nothing kills the Airbnb photo vibe than a sad fern in the background that just looked like it just got evicted from an apartment or something. Fake plants though, they're always picture ready. No brown spots, no it needs therapy vibes. They're always green and perfect and ready to go. It's like Photoshop, but just in real life. And honestly, the truth is, most of the guests don't really care if it's real plants or fake plants. They just care about the vibe. They care about like how that greenery suddenly makes the space look more fresh, and it's also nicer in their pictures, and it gives them that like wow factor. And let's be real, the greener the vibe, the greener your wallet. Here's the thing that nobody tells you about real plants. They keep costing you. The fake ones, they don't. It's a one-time upfront cost, and that's it. Barely any maintenance. You're not buying soil, fertilizers, grow light, humidifiers, or any of that nonsense. You're not begging your cleaner to play part-time gardener or leaving like a 5-page instruction manual on how to keep your fig tree alive. Honestly, one fake plant, boom, one-time investment, and you can forget about it. Even if someone decides to borrow your vase for like a TikTok video and suddenly they don't remember to put the vase back, you can put up your plant back upright and it's gonna be good to go. Fake plants, they're basically the vampires in the decor world. They don't age, they don't die, and somehow they suspiciously look good in every photo. So yeah, call me lazy, call me practical. I'm team fake plant all the way. They don't die, they don't just drop their leaves on my freshly clean floors. They just sit there looking perfect, whilst my guests just think I'm some form of interior design genius. Real plants, too much work. Fake plants, low effort, high reward. And honestly, that's the Airbnb host lifestyle right there. So tell me in the comments below, are you team real, willing to mist and water your plant whilst also playing therapist for that plant? Or are you team fake, surrounded by a stress-free plastic jungle, just like me? Either way, hit that subscribe button, because the only thing I want my guests to be stressing over in my Airbnb is the Wi-Fi password, not my plant collection. Alright guys, that's it for today's video, and see you guys next time.